you join us leaving Leeds Dock. This week's adventure includes a complete hiccup at Leeds Riverlock. You know, the one that we've been trying to get to? Well, we nearly didn't get through. Then we take the boat up a staircase. We navigate a bridge that is impossible to do as a single-handed boater, and we get to Rodley for a rest. Today's cruise is going to be through the centre of Leeds to a place called Rodley, and there I'm going to stay and rest. Charlie, myself and Fudge are exhausted. This jolly ornate bridge you can see in front of you right now is called Victoria Bridge. It's rather splendid, this bridge, isn't it? There's a gap in these buildings and we're going to have a very, very small glimpse of the Leeds Minster Church. There it is. Jolly bright boat. It's quite nice going slap through the middle of a city. Football, very, very popular in Leeds. The team is doing incredibly well this year. Oh, I do like it when people make an effort with a bridge. This is it. This is our destination. I can't believe I've made it in time. What with canals draining, locks breaking, I've done it. Who says you can't get to where you need to go on a boat? Yay! Lock 1 of the Leeds Liverpool Canal, Riverlock. There's the taxi, and I've got a feeling that is the station. Wow! Looks like they actually go right in it. This is Lock 1 on the Leeds Liverpool, and see the guy over there from the Canal and River Trust on his phone. Well, when I got here he said, no, this lock's closed. I said, no, not until tomorrow. And apparently this pound, up until a couple of hours ago, was completely bone dry, which is why they're closing Lock 1 to fix it. It keeps draining the Leeds Liverpool Canal. So I looked absolutely distraught at him, and he said, we'll get you up today. You can moor there overnight and then get yourself to Rodley tomorrow. I said, thank you so much. So now we're waiting for water to arrive. So near, yet so far. Hey, Charlie. It's gonna work, isn't it, mate? This is Riverlock. We have made it. We are in it. This guy called Mark has filled the canal. We're doing it. And I'm sharing with this guy here. Hello, Leeds Liverpool Canal. Hurrah! I'm going to go through this lock called Office Lock, just in case this area drains in the night. Then I have to moor up because they are filling the canal, and he says there's probably not enough water to get going today. But that's okay because it's getting late, it's getting dark, and I'll just wait till tomorrow morning and then head to a place called Rodley. What canal are we on? What canal are we on? Are we on Leeds Liverpool? Are you going to go woof? Speak to me. Is that it? We're going to have a quick look round Leeds. First stop, the Royal Armoury, a museum of arms and armour. Come inside the Royal Armouries. If it's about weapons and war, it's probably here. After the Armoury, it's a walk through this tunnel to find the centre of Leeds. Statue of Edward the Prince of Wales, also known as the Black Prince. He's buried in Canterbury Cathedral, where I'm from. Some amazing buildings. This is called Greek Street. Leeds is a good mixture of old and new. Now that's what I call a town hall. They're doing it up at the moment, so I can't get any closer, but wow. You join me whilst we are leaving Leeds. It was a jolly, noisy mooring. But that's okay for one night, I don't mind. I've been up since 5, got loads of jobs done. And now it's light enough to travel. So we're off to a place called Rodley. I've heard it's lovely. And my hope, because now I'm no longer in a massive rush, is to not cruise for a bit. I'm going to stop and smell the roses. Excellent. The skull and cactus. Nice. For those of you that don't like tall things towering over you, look away now. Oh, good Lord. That is a very large building with an even larger crane. Oh, this one's... Well, I'm up Leeds Riverlock. So that was the stoppage that was going to prevent me from getting onto the Leeds Liverpool Canal. This is it. We are on the Leeds Liverpool Canal. So I no longer need to panic and rush. If there's any more stoppages in front of me, that's okay. I'll just stop and wait. This is a different sort of ground paddle. Ground paddles let water into the lock right under the waterline, so it creates less currents. So you always open ground paddles first, and these ones are a white box with a thing to put your windlass on the top. So you put it on and turn it. Fair enough. This is a little bit different. It's called a staircase lock. They are oddie locks, and there's 2 of them. The reason they're a little bit different is this is the bottom gate, lots of water. This is the bottom gate, so you empty the lock, you drive your boat in. Then, when your boat is level with the top, basically, you obviously open the top gate. And on a staircase lock, so that is the first lock that you're in. When it's up to the top, you open these gates and you are already in the next lock. And then you fill it and then you're on your way. Cool. So into the first staircase lock, I'm going to wait till the guy's gone up the ladder to go and show the other higher boater what he needs to do with gates. Here we are in a staircase lock with Sarah. With Sarah. She's been on a narrowboat for about 10 minutes. Yeah, approximately. 10 minutes, first lock. She's just having a lesson. So we've come in these gates here, where Charlie is. They've been closed. These gates here are the gates that take us straight into the next lock. So we're nearly up. When we are at the same level as the next locks, the gate will open and we can just drive straight into the second lock of the day. There's a wall with these little arches in it. I wonder what they're for. Today's destination is Rodley in West Yorkshire. I do enjoy it when the wind completely goes away when you're narrowboating. All the reflections come out. It's beautiful. Apart from the hire boaters, of which there are 3 now following me, there's nobody else here. And look at it. Look what everybody else is missing out on. Jolly popular with joggers though along this towpath.
Not making a fuss about them like that other dog, are you? No, you're much better behaved.
She's very well behaved.
You come and say hello, yes. This is the nice one, yes.
Good morning. Hello, we've got no food.
Oh, sorry, no. I just told you earlier, didn't you? I am having breakfast, I am. Sorry.
Excellent. This is the beautiful Leeds Liverpool Canal. It's having its bush trimmed. Lovely. Travelling the next few miles with this guy called Don. He's a Canadian from Ontario. He's always wanted to have a go at narrowboating. So he's hired one for 2 weeks. This is our first set of 3 staircase locks. Lovely. I do love a staircase lock. I just think they look fabulous. Look at that. A lock with a lock and a lock. All in a row. One gate leads into another, which leads into another. Yay! The first lock we're going into needs to be empty. This one needs to be full, which it is now. You see, it's just overflowing down the overflow. There's a tiny bit more water in this lock to make this lock full. You see, it's not quite up to the wet level. We can do that. This is a fabulous bit of engineering. I love it. Charlie's quite excited too. So the water is very gently being let in, and what way is very, very gently going up. Nice. From lock 1 to lock 2. Well, that's rather lovely, isn't it? Next obstacle is a swing bridge. But apparently that one's not too bad, and I can moor on the side where the gear mechanism is, so that's okay. And then after that there is a bridge that everyone's told me it's really difficult. There's a video to watch. You crank both sides, but if you're cranking the offside, your boat isn't there. So we'll just work it out when we get there. Sounds a bit complicated. Very peaceful. Nice place to moor. It's a rather wonderful view. Got a herd of dogs. Look at them.
Who is it?
They're They're very cute.
Oh, is that saying hello?
So this is our swing bridge. All the workings are not on the towpath side. And I'm going to let Don do it because he's on holiday. This is it. This is Moss Swing Bridge. It's the one that people have been warning me about since I've got on the Leeds Liverpool. So let's go and see what all the fuss is about. Yep, this bridge is absolutely impossible to do as a single-handed boater because you need to wind a wheel that side and then you cross the bridge and you wind that blue and white wheel you can see on the other side. And you can't do that and then go and get your boat. So you just have to wait for a really nice passers-by. But luckily, there's a doggy day centre over there. And the two ladies that are there are here ready to help, which is fantastic. Brilliant. So, if you're a single-handed boater, you are totally unable to work that bridge single-handed. So the answer is knock on doggy daycare. And then they will come out and help. Good Lord. We are just coming into the town of Rodley. Birds are singing. Sky is grey. And I'm looking forward to spending some time. So far, from what I can see, Rodley looks gorgeous. Well, this is my mooring in Rodley. Very nice here. And then we're going to have a look round the area. The Owl pub found out that I was there, so they put on a bit of a display. And the local wildlife popped out to do a little bit of a meet and greet. Going for a little exploring walk down the River Aire with Charlie and Roger. Then we took a walk to Farsley, which is right next door to Rodley, and just to see what the place was like. This is one of the several mills that were there. Well, this is cool. Just outside the 1912 mill. Reverend Samuel Marsden was born on the site of this memorial, found on the main street in Farsley. He was educated in Cambridge and then he took up a ministry in Australia. In 1807, the Reverend Samuel Marsden brought from Australia to England the first wool for commercial use, and it was stored on the site of this memorial, hence the ram. This was the old school. The boys' entrance. Does that mean there's a girls' entrance as well? Good Lord. This is St John's Church. It was built in 1842 and it only cost £1,893. All these houses were probably filled with people who worked in the mills. Next door to my fireplace, I now have a basket full of these pucks. They're made from waste wood. There's a guy who lives in Farsley and owns a company called Dovetail Limited that makes bespoke furniture. What I like about these pucks is that they're made from waste material that would have just gone into landfill. So I've put 8 on the fire and I'm just going to see how long they last. An hour later, we have red embers and it's still very hot. Not bad for £2.50 a sack. I have my coat on, I have my scarf on. Molly is wearing her proper winter coat. We're just about to go outside because last night something amazing happened. It snowed on What for the very first time. Oh, wow. Yeah, Charlie, it's snow. Go on, you'll be all right. Yeah, it's snow. It's okay. We're safe. Yay, snow on me boat. Oh, it's pretty out here. I think it's going away already. Well, the gritted path worked. Suddenly there's a lot of water washing down. There was none coming down that yesterday. Thinking, Charlie? You're beginning to look, I'm not as happy as I was when we started. Are you cold? Should we go find a squirrel? Do you want to come back for a cup of tea? Cup of tea? Come on then, cup of tea. Yeah, she's had enough. Isn't it great though? This is a very good day not to use a lock. That would be slippy. Oh, look at your little legs, mate. You're gonna get cold. Let's go in. Come on then. Let's go. A huge thank you to Linny, who bought me a Budweiser on buymeacoffee.com. Dry your feet. Good girl. Charlie, dry your snowy feet. Do you like snow?